1 out of every 2 men and 1 out of every 3 women will be diagnosed with cancer.
Bailey Cooper was diagnosed with terminal cancer at the age of 9 and was told by the doctors that he had maybe only a few weeks or even days. But he needed more time because he had a goal very dear to him that he wanted to achieve. What was the goal, and was he able to achieve it? Welcome back to StoryScape. Before we dive into today's video, take a moment to click that like button and subscribe to our channel. Be sure to also hit that notification bell so that you won't miss out on any of our upcoming videos. When Bailey Cooper first got sick in 2016, doctors thought it was just a virus, but it turned out to be something more serious called non-Hodgkin lymphoma. This is a rare kind of cancer that starts in the network of vessels and glands in the body. When they found out, Bailey was already in stage 3 of the illness, and for more than a year, he and his family went through many good and bad times.
Centers of America has invested in a model in which all of the effects of cancer and its therapy are aggressively treated and managed. It's not just enough to kill the cancer if we don't treat the pain.
Doctors treated Bailey's cancer with chemotherapy and steroid medication, but were optimistic that he would recover. For a little while, his cancer went into remission. Bailey went back to Stoke Lodge Primary School in Patchway, Bristol, which was about 120 miles west of London, and was subject to checkups regularly and routine MRIs every 3 months. However, during a family trip, they were dealt a devastating blow. On the second day, we were in Paignton Zoo when we had a phone call from the hospital that he had relapsed and they needed him back in. Bailey showed signs that he was breathless and tired, his dad, Lee, said. The family was told there was a 70% survival rate and chemotherapy began again. According to his dad, Lee, the doctors threw the book at it and told him that even if Bailey survived it, the long-term effects would last for the rest of his life. Bailey's family and doctors did their best to help him. They even tried a special treatment called a stem cell transplant. What's incredible is that Bailey kept smiling during all his treatments. But sadly, his illness was very strong. The doctors said that Bailey might only have a few days or weeks left to live.
Therapies that we can produce really are the result of optimizing the amount of tumor that we can kill by any treatment and minimizing the amount of damage that we cause to the normal cells.
However, there was something that doctors didn't think about, and that was Bailey's determination to meet his newest sibling. His mom, Rachel, was going to have a baby. Bailey really wanted to meet his new baby sister, and he made it clear that he wasn't going anywhere until he could do that. Doctors doubted Bailey would be able to fight his cancer long enough to be around for his sister's birth, but they were wrong. Bailey defied all odds to be there when his mother gave birth to her baby girl in November. And he did not only live long enough to meet his baby sister, but he also got to name her. According to his dad, the doctors thought he wouldn't be around when Millie arrived, but he kept fighting. On the way to the hospital, he even suggested naming her Millie. They didn't think he would last that long, but Bailey was determined to meet Millie. As November came to a close, Millie was born, and Bailey was there to welcome her. He hugged his sister and did everything an older brother would do. He changed her, bathed her, and even sang to her. Meeting his baby sister was the special moment Bailey had been eagerly anticipating. Bailey and his family understood that he might not be with them for Christmas. However, he managed to hang on just long enough to have his Christmas wish fulfilled. After this heartwarming meeting, Bailey Cooper's health began to decline rapidly. It was clear that he was nearing the end of his journey on Earth. Bailey was aware that his time was running out, but he didn't approach his impending passing with fear. Instead, the 9-year-old displayed brave thoughtfulness beyond his age. Bailey was thinking about others, not himself. When his grandma said she wanted to be in his shoes, he said, "That is really selfish, Nan. You have grandchildren to take care of." Bailey planned his own funeral. He wanted people to dress up as superheroes. Even though they knew he might not make it to Christmas, Bailey's mom and dad, Rachel and Lee, asked him to make a list of presents he'd like. He knew he was not going to be here for Christmas, but we tried to get him to put together a Christmas list. He said he didn't want to, but we encouraged him to, Rachel said. All Bailey really wanted for Christmas was to meet Millie, his baby sister. However, he obliged his parents and wrote out a list with some extra requests. But again, this showed the generous spirit of this amazing little boy. When his parents reviewed the list of gifts of their dying son, what they found was heartwarming. Bailey's list had no gifts for himself. Most of the stuff he asked for were things he never played with, Lee explained. They were more suited for his little brother. He had picked everything for Riley because he knew he was not going to play with them. Bailey had already received his gift, and that was living long enough to meet his baby sister Millie. On the day just before he passed away, Bailey held Millie in his arms and had the biggest smile on his face. He always had that same grin, even when he was going through tough cancer treatments.
Radiation therapy provides X-rays to kill individual cells, and the chemotherapy provides chemicals that can kill those individual cells, but they have side effects.
Bailey smiled through it all, his dad recalled. He pulled funny faces and made people laugh, even though he was in so much pain. On Christmas Eve, surrounded by his family, Bailey went home to be with the Lord. By 11:45 a.m. on Christmas Eve, we were by his bedside. We knew it was not going to be long. We told him, "It's time to go, Bailey." "Stop," Rachel explained. The moment we said stop, he took his last breath and had just the one tear come out of his eye. It was peaceful. Even in his final moments, Bailey's thoughts were for others, and the sweet boy had strict instructions for his heartbroken parents. "You're only allowed to cry for 20 minutes. You have to take care of Riley and Millie." And Bailey already had plans to watch over little Millie when he got to heaven. "I want to stay, but it's my time to go, to become her guardian angel," 9-year-old Bailey Cooper explained with a wisdom far beyond his years. Hundreds of people attended the service in superhero costumes to honor Bailey Cooper. While he only spent 9 years on Earth, Bailey Cooper lived long enough to have a huge impact on the world around him. "We are numb, but in a way also happy he is no longer in pain," his grieving dad Lee said. "The hardest thing is living without him," his mother Rachel added. Bailey's story is one that gained attention and touched the hearts of many people around the world. His strength and determination to meet his sister despite his terminal condition inspired others. Although he only spent 9 years on this earth, Bailey's huge grin and beautiful smile will surely be remembered for far longer. Hope you enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel if you're yet to do so. Be sure to also hit that notification bell because we have more amazing stories on the way. We'll see you in the next video.
We believe that in the future, many more patients with a number of different tumor types will potentially be able to benefit from the advances in precision medicine.